Without an identity, who are we? What are we? Are we just aimlessly wandering, trying to latch on to anything to just stop moving for one moment? Just to feel secure for once and not have to question our place? Then, when we feel comfortable, we think to ourselves, if only I could stay. We long for an identity because it is a constant. The lessons we learn and experiences that mold us encompass our identities. No matter what you may encounter in life, you will always have your identity to guide and support you. However, for kids like Trevor from the book Born a Crime by Trevor Noah, and Star from the book The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas, all they really want is one constant character, but identity seems out of reach due to their ever-changing lives. These characters model that everyone yearns to identify with a group of people so that they don't feel alone and are a part of something bigger than themselves.
In the book Born a Crime, Trevor, a mixed-race boy growing up in South Africa during apartheid, struggles with identity on a daily basis. One day, he made a friend named Teddy. They both would shoplift candy from stores in the mall. They were caught on camera, and when Trevor was shown the footage at school, it looked like Teddy, who was black, was shoplifting with a white kid, which was actually Trevor. No one suspected Trevor as a shoplifter. Instead, they questioned him to see who was with Teddy. Trevor's deepest and darkest fears of acceptance and identity were on full display. The video is a perfect representation of how Trevor feels in real life. He's not black enough to be considered black, but not white enough to be white. He feels stuck in the middle and is desperate to belong to a group so much he would take credit for shoplifting so that he would at least belong to a group.
Star lives a double life. She does not expose her closest school friends to the true Star, Garden Heights Star. Star has lived her entire life in a terrible area, Garden Heights. Despite the dangerous neighborhood, she loves her home. In hopes of protecting her, Star's parents placed her in a majorly white prep school, and, ever since, she has chosen to be extremely cautious when she enters the Williamson doors and conceals her Garden Heights life. She feels that, to fit in at Williamson, she cannot reveal who she truly is or how she truly acts in the comfort of her own home. When her best childhood friend is killed in a traffic stop by a cop, Star as the witness, her identity is put to the test. In her fight for justice for her best friend, Star learns to stop pleasing those who do not allow her to be her true self, and she learns to embrace her true personality in front of those who will love and accept her no matter what, to gain a sense of belonging and a sense of who she is.
The movie Stand and Deliver is about a new high school teacher who takes it upon himself to teach kids at his high school AP Calc AB, so that they could take the AP test and pass it in order to earn college credit. All these kids come from low-income homes and don't take school too seriously. Some of them are even part of gangs. However, Mr. Escalante teaches them to like math and school and eventually pass the AP test twice. Due to accusations of cheating, they had to take it again. Angel is one of the kids who is part of a gang. However, he is also very smart and is one of the better students in the calc class. Angel is part of the gang because he feels like he has a sense of purpose and acceptance there. He sees a purpose in the calc class but doesn't want to be ridiculed by his gang. So he hides his calc books when he walks around school. Mr. Escalante remarks, "Wouldn't want anyone thinking you're intelligent, would you?" Which is a nudge at the fact that he shouldn't feel ashamed that he's smart.
As we end our high school careers, maybe you have found small bits and pieces of your identity. But to put it into perspective, look at this iconic identity seeker. Don't recognize her? This is Katie from the movie Mean Girls. Katie has just moved from Africa. As she struggles through her first few days at her new school, she manages to find two kids to help her find her way. When Regina George, the leader of the Plastics, the most popular girls in school, catches sight of Katie, she wants to recruit her to be a plastic herself. Her new friends love the idea, telling her she has to do it so they can make a joke of Regina. Eventually, she becomes friends with the Plastics, turning on her original friends. By the end of the movie, everyone collectively comes to the realization that Regina has victimized nearly every girl in the school, most specifically her own friends. Everyone, including Regina, gives up the struggle to rule the school and goes on to find their own identities. Like Star and Trevor, they push down the boundaries, holding back their ability to be themselves. We often struggle to find our own identities, but a major roadblock for most of us is ourselves. Our desires to be the best, be the most popular, and be like everyone else gets in the way of us just being us.
The book Lone Survivor is about a group of 4 Navy SEALs who make the hard decision to let 3 civilians go while on a mission. The civilians alert the Taliban of the SEALs' location, and soon the SEALs are under heavy enemy fire and the future looks bleak. The 4 SEALs are a part of a larger battalion of over 20 SEALs. However, when the rest of the SEALs come to rescue their brothers, their helicopter is shot down. At the end of the mission, only 1 SEAL survives. In the beginning of the book, one of the new SEALs has to say this oath in front of the rest of the team. All these SEALs come from different backgrounds and are all different ages, but under this oath, they are all the same. This oath shows that they identify as a group of SEALs. They all wanted to be part of something larger, and this is why they decided to join this team. It is within that oath that they feel brotherhood and love for each other and anything but loneliness. You may wonder, you may get lost, but that experience will challenge you, change you. Through that experience, you have acquired something that can explain who you are. Over time, the more things you experience, the more things will latch onto you and leave a lasting impact. Eventually, you are left with something that you've been looking for the whole time, yourself. Sometimes the thing you've been looking for was right behind you the whole time, but it wasn't until you walked in what seems like a circle to see it was where you began. It was through those experiences we see who we really are, that maybe we weren't as tough as we thought or didn't need to have it out for everyone in order to fit in, or that all we really needed was the friends around you.